Hi guys, Dorota International nail artist and educator here, and today I have prepared some one-stroke nail art for you. Have a preview of it in here. I love painting flowers, they always look fantastic, and I hope you really enjoy watching this tutorial too. Also, thank you so much guys for all the likes, comments and shares, we really appreciate them all, so let's start.
So at first in this video, please guys excuse my hands, they are really wrecked like and sore, but we are gonna do some nice and pretty designs. So I've got my tip ready, and then using the 183, which is black, and also some nice gray, we are gonna do the background. So I want to place my black at the edges. Just have to swap for those little bit darker colors for a change. And then 222, which is a seashell. That's a really amazing gray. And just place that there. So you can see they're shaking, so tired the hands. Using the ombre brush, we are gonna do a quick ombre. So what I'm doing is I'm just picking up a little bit of those two colors and then start blending by dragging it down. So you can do it the edges with the nice small brush, or just paint it straight from the bottle. And then I'm gonna do the other side. So I didn't swap the brush. Let me blend that a bit stronger. There we are. So the other side, swap the brush and then blend the other side. Okay, so this way we have got like a very quick and easy ombre. I actually really love that those ombre on its own on my nails. I had it done like last year. I was looking absolutely amazing with some browns. Okay, let me do another one. So again, you want to place your black at the edges. So you would paint it nice and slow when you're doing this design on the cuticles and on the clients. And then those gray one right in the middle. Okay. Ideally, grab some clean wipe so you can kind of clean off the excess of the product from your brush. And now I've got black on this side, so my brush needs to go that way. And then start blending. Swap the brush, so I use this way. I had to go that way, the black on the outside. There we are, and one more time in here. And this way we've got another, no, let's perfect it here. Another pretty ombre. Once our tip is cooked, we are gonna use some Aurora flakes, and I love them, like guys, like they are amazing because you can use them even on the natural nails. There is no need of like putting a tons of clear gels or product to encapsulate them. Let's maybe do some yellow ones for a change. So I'm just gonna open it. And then using the brush, ideally pick up some old brush, like the messier, the drier, the better. And then we are gonna, oh, that was a good color. That was a really good color choice. So I'm just gonna place them more in the middle, just like this. And then I don't have a gel sponges, but they are better because they do really flatten the things nicely. I'm just touching it up. Imagine it's a gel sponge to flatten those glitter so it doesn't stick out at all. Then we are gonna grab some matte top coat and apply it all over. So you can see it, we can easily apply those flakes only with the top coat, which is fantastic, like such a time saver as well. And they are on our website. Also, we've got some, I actually, which color should I use? So I've got one in blue, we've got yellow. Let's maybe do it purple. I think that should go as well. Yes, it does. Really nice one. Yeah, they are on our website, and we did got a few other new things as well for you guys. So things are kind of getting close to the end in a new salon, so hopefully we'll be able to maybe do some extra tutorials or grab some extra products for you. It has been crazy month. So I applied the top coat in here as well. And this way we've got our background ready. To be honest, I like them even just like that. I think they look really pretty on its own. So I've got one ready. This one is ready as well. And I know I have used the matte top coat, but I still like to give it a couple scratches to it. You don't have to. I like to do it because this way my tip is even smoother and looks just nicer and prettier. It doesn't take me long time, so I always do it using the grey buffer. Clean the dust and then do the same on this one. So this way we've got all of them nice and ready for the next step, which is some painting. And with these colors, I've got dilemma in my head because I was thinking to do the white and magenta because that's my favorite color combination when it comes to the flowers. But also in my head, black and white is screaming. So I do really have dilemma now. On my mixing palette, we are gonna grab some paints. So I've got them here. White is definitely the one we are gonna use. So squeeze it out. And now, Dorota, magenta or black? Let's maybe do it. Cameraman, help me.
White and black.
White and black. It's different, isn't it? Where is my black then? I don't have it. Okay, so grab some black. That's the gel liquid which keeps the paint from drying. And I didn't mix the paint. Let me shake it, mix it. And squeeze it out. I always use the baby wipe as well to clean the things, so it's easier and you don't clog your bottles. Now dip in the water and prepare it, making sure it's nice and shaped. I can see it, the brush kind of feels a bit stiff, and the reason for it is I have used it in the gel before for some previous designs. So I'm taking a tiny bit of the blue scrub and I'm kind of trying to wipe away that's gel. The next thing I need to do is I need to make my brush to drink some acrylic paint and clean it off and kind of repeat it. And the reason for it is, like, if I don't do it, my brush would be still having like too much gel on it and it will be very difficult to swap in between the products. So ideally you should have two separate brushes, but if you don't, and in many cases I don't have it either, you know, it's quite expensive to hold the brush for every product. So I'm just kind of cleaning it that way. And then now my brush, it stops becoming as stiff. You can see it. We have made a nice magic job in cleaning it. Okay, so I thought like I will show you that as well because it's really important. Now on the one side of my brush, I'm gonna pick up white, and then on the other side of my brush, I'm just gonna pick up black and then start blending those two colors in. I think that was maybe a good choice because we're always doing those magenta one. The flowers I'm gonna paint today are gonna be very easy and simple ones. So just start at the angle and then go to the top. I do lift my hand up because it's just easier to control it on such a small surface. So instead of like shaking, I do prefer lifting my hand up. It just gives me much nicer results. And if you do start using this technique, guys, like it's such a game changer, because on all the one stroke videos, it looks like people are, so on the one stroke videos, things looks like this. You know, like it looks like this. But basically what I'm doing in a slow motion is I'm lifting my hand up each time when I change the direction because it's easier to control it on such a small surface. Okay, so I have painted like a layer of the petals. I need to wait for it to dry because we are gonna do another layer on top of it. Usually paint's drying out really nice and quick, so this is actually awesome. Now on this one I want to go like nice and small, so from the top. Like a nice shakes of the hands. That looks so pretty. Don't spoil it because we want to keep it at like simple. And on this one we will go a little bit more advanced. So I'm gonna paint a slightly different type of the flower. Okay, the back petal. Wait for it a couple seconds to dry. So normally I would just swap it on the client hands, and then we want to do it another petal here. So we're going inside now and make them much smaller. Got one, so just a wee tiny ones. Two. And three. Make sure you don't pull your hand down, because again, that's a really common mistake when painting one stroke flowers. We do pull it down too strongly, so I want to finish my petal nice and straight. A wee tiny one. So we've got like a double petal flower, really beautiful. The middle is not finished. Now it's a time to clean my brush, so I'm just dipping it into the water. See guys, my hands are really tired now. I've got some cuts all over. It's terrible. I cannot actually wait when I can do a new and fresh set, because I'm desperate. Like honestly, I'm desperate to have a nice nails. Now my proportion has too much black, so I'm just picking up more white in there. Okay, and then I can paint the next layer of the petals. I wanted it to kind of overlap the previous one. And overlap the previous ones. Maybe go to the top a little bit. Actually, I'm so happy I have chosen a different color than the magenta, because at least you can see it in different kind of color combination. Let's do something more on this one. So I want this one to look almost like a bell. My white need to touch the white, because we want to do some sort of closing. And again, white touch the white. And we've got an amazing flower. Spoil it with one more petal. Yes, why not? Very simple one. Again, pick up my paint again. Guys, for those of you who are living in countries which are like really warm, what you can do is keep introducing some water to your acrylic paint so it doesn't dry. And then this petal overlaps the previous one, but just a small one. Just a wee tiny one. Now on the bottom, we want to go opposite direction and paint almost like a triangle shape. So honestly, lifting your hand up when you paint is just so much easier. I like it already. I do really like this flower. Okay, tiny ones. So now I'm working only with the white side of the brush and the white side of the brush. Perfect. clean my brush because we have almost done this part. And then let's do some encapsulation. Maybe not, yes, let's do encapsulation. So I'm needing some, or maybe not. No, let's do caviar beads. Actually, we will decorate it with the caviar beads. So for caviar beads, I'm gonna use a base gel. And just place a drop in there, drop in there, and drop in there. Using some old brush, we are gonna pick them up. Ideally, you want to have a tiny bit of this base gel on your brush, and then just slap them in. Very pretty. Happy with this one, cook it. Another one. So here I want just a wee one, so maybe 3, that will be enough. No, come on. There we are, cook it. And then quite a lot in here. So like lots in there. Fantastic, cook it. Okay, next step, so we are gonna paint some leaves. Now I need to swap my brush, so I've got the D-liner brush now. Again, I need to clean it extremely well because I was painting with the gel. Bring some water, clean it with the acrylic paints, like kind of let your brush learn a new product. That's how I would describe it. Lots of water into my black. So lots of water into my black, like lots. Then lots of water in my white. I'm actually gonna do it with the large brush. And we can start painting. So the extra design is gonna be some lines and leaves, or maybe just the leaves. Black. Again, I will be introducing lots of water, and look what I'm doing with my brush. So I kind of want to roll it. And have very small amount of the product. Perfect. Okay, I'm very happy with this one. Now let's paint some leaves. What I love about the acrylic paints that you can actually get on really thin lines with it. So I'm just painting a wee tiny leaves. Once you start feeling that your brush is drying out, you have to introduce more water because first of all, you could really badly damage your brush. And then secondly, you wouldn't get a nice painting result. So my brush is just about to dry. So more water in, and you need to always clean these parts as well. If you do not clean these parts on the top, like see, this parts needs to get cleaned really well from the paints. Okay, I'm happy with this black. I'm just straight away grabbing all the other ones. So here I'm gonna do some line work. So again, more water in. So almost like a painting with the spider gel, but we are doing it by hand. Keep introducing this water in. Okay, and then add some leaf. I actually love painting with the acrylic paints. I just feel the results are completely different to what you get with the gel. Okay, another one. I actually really like those lines, so I'm gonna do more in here. Clean my brush because I could hear it being even stiff. I'm not sure. Have you heard, Patrick, it? No. No, okay. I could hear my brush like giving noises, and you wanted it to feel nice and soft. There we are. Then it bends nicer, okay? Just so the things flow, I'm gonna do same in here. Look at the consistency of my paint. It's really nice and watery. So for one stroke, you wanted it kind of to be creamy. For a freehand painting, you wanted it to be very watery. White and white. Okay, I'm almost done, so I'm gonna swap my colors, clean my brush really well, then clean it with the white paint so my brush drinks white. And I know some of you have been wondering like, oh, she's got dirty white. It's fine. It's gonna be white. Okay, so I've got some white, nice and watery as well. And then we are gonna add more leaves in here. Look how thin my brush looks with the acrylic paints. Like, I think gel pickups much bulkier. See, I love that thin line. Actually, I do use acrylic paints quite a lot on my clients. They are always on my desk. You can be really, really precise with it. Okay, another leaf. I hope the camera can pick it actually. And Patrick doesn't zoom in too much because my nails and hands look so bad. I actually had the fear of recording, guys, because I thought like I'll probably get like hundreds of the comments regarding, oh my goodness, look at her nails, or oh my goodness, look at her cuticles. Yes, they wrecked. But then I thought there is lots of you who don't care, so you just want to see your tutorials. So here I am playing with some nail art. Ah, so pretty. Okay, this one is finished. So it needs like literally 2 seconds to dry because we have used a very thin amount of the paint. Now this one needs the balance as well. So I need to add some white leaf, and I'm kind of like, it's screaming to me, do it here or here. No, do it. Oh my goodness, Dorota, this side, come on. Come on, do it here. Look at the tip of my brush. It's like microscopic. Now, if I would leave my paint on the brush, it would get really destroyed. So always remember that. After the acrylic paints, you have to fit your brush with lots of water to clean off everything, especially the top part, because you can see it is already hardening. So remember. And also, what else I find it is like the older my brush is, the more trained to my hand is. Like, so at first maybe 2-3 minutes when I'm swapping also the product might be tough for me, but like after finishing this design and warming up my brush, I could probably paint anything with it. Happy with this one. Let's start top coating them as well, just so they can, so I don't have to undercure it, because I really like this design. And I've got dilemma now again, matte or shiny. No, let's do shiny. I hope it's not a mistake. No, it's not. Oh wow, I love it. I really love it, like, so much. Because you could do it, like, just change the color and you could do it for the summer. So pretty. And look at those Aurora flakes showing through it from underneath. And they are so flat to the nail, like unbelievably flat to the nail. I love it. Cook it. And then add couple leaves in there. So my brush probably already dry. Pick up lots of water in again. And then add some leaves in here. And white. Check how the things are gonna look. So I want some nice leaf in here. It's kind of to break the lines a little bit. Nice and tiny ones. And then another one. Just a perfect placement as well, because my black line was a little bit thicker in that spot, so I have covered it up with the white to soften it. And the last leaf. So pretty. I love it. Okay, so here I basically don't have to almost wait for it to dry, because the paint I'm using is so watery and so thin that it's kind of almost instantly dry. Maybe like I've got one leaf which is still wet. But I'm never patient, and because we kind of record live, we just top coated it. Cook it. Never put the bulk of the paint and never apply the top coat on dry paint. I know I have did it, but mine was almost dry and it was so thin that it will be okay. Because if you do it, your top coat kind of, the paint was wet and this water still stays in, so the top coat can break off from it. But that's what we have created today. And I do feel they look fantastic. So this tip goes in here, just like this. This one is just cooking, it's not finished yet. This one should be ready to go. I love this flower, and let's place it in the middle. Oh no, I can't place it in the middle. So this one here, this one there, and then this one in here. There we are. That's what we have created today. Absolutely amazing design. I love it like so much. Like it looks so clean and crisp like here, and then you've got your sparkles showing through it. You have to get those Aurora flakes, guys. They are unbelievable. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Sending you huge glittery hugs, and bye for now.